What is up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's it going, you guys? Thanks for hanging out tonight. Who do we have in here? Who do we have? Let me see. Hold on. I gotta fix my, I gotta fix this really quick because my chat is not working. Oops. What's going on? I can't see my chats. Hold on. Let me see. Darcy, what up, what up? Let me give a shout out to Darcy real quick because one of our supporters in the house. Thank you for the buy me a coffee treat. I really appreciate it. What's going on, you guys? How's it going? How you guys doing tonight? I gotta fix my chat because there's something wrong with my chat and I can't see anything. Hold on, what is up here? Let's see if this is going to work. Actually, let's see. This is what I want to see right here. Sorry, y'all. Oh, no, that is not what I want to do. What is going on, you guys? I can't get anything right. Can you guys hear me, though? Type a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. Because I just literally set up my whole entire OBS, and it's a little different today, so we're trying something new. Let's see. Live chat overlay. Oh, I know. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I gotta fix something. Cool, you guys can hear me? Cool, appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna get this, let me get the chat fixed really quick. It's messing up. All right, we got it. Let me see. There it is. Dear Lord. All right, let me say what's up to everybody that's in here. Miss Dizzle, welcome. Let me just play some music in the background so it's not so dull and quiet. Jad, what's going on? Mamad, how's it going? Della Dank in the building. Miss Dizzle. Preacher, welcome, Preacher. Darcy in the building. Thank you again for your buy me a coffee. I really appreciate the support. Nini, how's it going? Lexi is in the house. All right, you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. So what are we going to be talking about tonight? So actually, right before I came on, I saw that Trapmore Ross uploaded a video and wanted to kind of watch it with you guys and kind of get your reactions to it. Basically posted something about David and friends fleeing the country. And so there's new theories that have emerged. So if you guys know Trapmore Ross, he's been doing a lot of coverage in the trap hip hop world. He's got a ton of subscribers. So, check out his page. He puts out a lot of great content. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started on his video and see, we'll just kind of react to it. Anyways, as you guys can tell by the name of the live stream, this is more inappropriate relationships. And there's something that I want to show you guys a little later, because I was doing a little bit of digging and I kind of ran into something. So it made me wonder, is David really having more inappropriate relationships? Anyways, let's jump right into this video, though.
More gang, it's been a little while since I've given you guys a David update, and just like you're probably wondering how the hell this guy David hasn't been arrested yet. In my opinion, I've seen so much evidence to make me believe that he clearly, likely, in my opinion, had something to do with this. It really is baffling that nothing has happened. It's also baffling that nothing has happened to his friends, and we've heard all of these rumors that perhaps other people were involved in a potential murder, perhaps other people were helping to conceal the body, and perhaps other people knew what was going on. But I'm now hearing a lot of theories to suggest that everybody involved in this situation might have actually already fled the country. And perhaps, in my opinion, the reason that David hasn't faced justice, perhaps he's already out of the country, out of any jurisdiction where anybody can get hold of him. And essentially, the cops are just floundering, unable to even make a move. Now,
what do you guys think David is right now? Do you guys still think that he's in the United States? Because it's clear that two of his friends, or I don't know if they're still friends anymore, right? Because they obviously don't follow each other, but Asia is out of the country, or was out of the country. I think she was in Norway. And apparently Neo is or was, so not really sure.
I'm going to tell you about all of these theories today, but first I want to give you some backstory that's going around from this YouTuber's video. So this is Sloan on YouTube. Okay, he did a video 9 days ago called "The Truth About Celeste's Autopsy. Source close to the David investigation reveals what really happened." Okay, and basically this is a breakdown that was going around on the Celeste subreddit, and I've not really had a chance to properly look at this until this video. But this basically goes through some new information that Sloan apparently revealed from his own private sources that are apparently close to David. Okay, they're saying in the description, it says, "I spoke to someone close to the David investigation, so let's get into it." Now, I won't react to the video, but go and check that out if you want to see the whole piece.
And the video that he's referring to, Sloan came out after TMZ came out with their reports, and after the LAPD came out with their reports, kind of reiterating some of the things that TMZ had stated, where she was dismembered, she was partially frozen, waterlogged, etc. And I think I don't know if this was his Reddit post, but it looks like he's made an edit to it and added or clarified a little bit more. So let's see what it's all about.
But this is a summary on Reddit, and I'm going to read this to you. Okay. It says, "With all the conflicts going on between the LAPD, the medical examiner, and TMZ, here's another source of unconfirmed info coming from an insider that reached out to Sloan. The video is about the state of Celeste when she was found in the Tesla. Here is the video. 1. Sloan has been contacted by an anonymous but vetted source connected to the LA County Medical Examiner's Office who has seen Celeste's remains and provided detailed information that contradicts both TMZ and the LAPD. 2. Celeste's remains arrived at the medical examiner's office in 3 separate garbage bags. One bag contained her legs, another contained her torso, cut above the mid-thigh, and a third bag contained her head and arms." This is very, very twisted. "This contradicts reports denying decapitation."
Adele, he did hire Blair
The body
Burke.
was decapitated and partially dismembered. 3. Multiple cut marks were observed in the bones. Evidence suggests that at least 3 different cutting tools were used, possibly an ineffective handsaw, an electric tool, and other unidentified cutting instruments, and forensic analysis of the saw's teeth marks can estimate the force applied. Variations in force and cut patterns imply different people with varying strength could have inflicted the cuts. The source notes that whoever was supposed to finish the job of disposing of the body may have abandoned the effort, leaving the remains as they were found. Crazy. And then 4, frozen versus non-frozen. There is a major point of contention regarding whether Celeste's body was frozen. TMZ reports claim that the body was partially frozen and thawing, reportedly stored in the suspect's vehicle. The LAPD and the medical examiner's office reportedly deny the body was ever frozen. The anonymous source insists that Celeste was never frozen except once placed in the medical examiner's crypt for preservation during testing. The remains were described as soupy or waterlogged, indicating advanced decomposition. 5. Due to decomposition and waterlogging, fingerprint identification was impossible. Identification was confirmed via dental records which had not been publicly disclosed. The remains emitted an overwhelming odor consistent with the strong smell that reportedly led to the discovery of the Tesla. 6. Additional details. A yellow metal chain bracelet was found with the remains, specifically in the bag containing the head and arms, confirming some reports. Toxicology reports are still pending and could provide further clarity about the cause of death. The working theory within the medical examiner's office leans towards an...
And obviously we know that toxicology reports are probably already in, right? All of her medical records have been placed on a security hold by the LAPD due to a court order.
Overdose as the cause of death, given the lack of visible trauma such as gunshot wounds or clear signs of strangulation. The advanced state of decomposition obscured physical evidence of strangulation or other assault. Edit. Adding this...
So this is the new part that was added. I guess this was added recently. I don't know when this Reddit post was placed, but seems like there's new information.
It's because I had an additional convo with my source after this video was made. The shush tattoo was visible, but barely. A photo of the tattoo was provided to the medical examiner as a way to identify Celeste. My source said the tattoo was difficult to see, but after comparing photos with the remains, they confirmed it is in fact Celeste. I just think it's important to mention this because it's not like her remains were in a condition where the tattoo is easily visible. It was not, but enough to confirm the identity along with dental records. What does this mean? Well, to me, this means that a lot of effort was made to allegedly conceal this body, to take it apart, to make it hard to find. It sounds like there were failed efforts. A handsaw that wasn't effective. They said, oh, this will be
What's
easy.
up,
We'll cut
Dubs?
this up with a
Welcome.
handsaw. Oh, no, it's not that easy. It's not that simple. It's not like the movies. It's not as easy as just grabbing a little saw off Amazon and getting this job done. It's disgusting. It's gross. It's super chilling to know these details. But I feel like this says a lot. And I feel like this goes directly hand in hand with these reports that people were saying that other people, it was a two-man job. Maybe not man. Maybe it was a two-person job. Maybe a three-person job. Maybe a two-man and one-woman job. I don't know. All right. I don't know. But I definitely
What are you hinting
would
at?
be living in
What are
fear
you
if I was in
hinting
David's
at?
inner circle. But what's interesting, okay, there's obviously comments, people saying the total lack of respect for her body is sickening and heartbreaking. It is horrific. How can they lean overdose without the toxicology report? That makes zero sense. What an incredible disservice to Celeste and every other victim in LA who all deserve thorough, methodical, and unimpeded investigations. It seems the LAPD and District Attorney's Office and LA Superior Court are all on the same page, but the medical examiner can't stand the thought of letting the investigative process play out without interference. That's a serious problem that impacts more than one case. Sounds like the LAPD and friends were going to try and cover things up, but someone at the medical examiners is going rogue, releasing info so this can't happen. But it's possible the LAPD don't want things in the public domain as it makes arrest and prosecution difficult if everyone knows the legal team.
Do you guys think the LAPD is trying to cover something up, or do you think that they're really trying to protect, the well-being and safety of those people who are potentially witnesses in the grand jury?
Can state that it's public knowledge and therefore the alleged perpetrators get off. Okay. Adding this
Darcy,
because I had
see
an
ya.
additional convo with my source after the video made. The shush tattoo, that was already in there. People saying they wouldn't consider him a good source. All right, let's move on because I just need to get this off my chest. I really need to get this off my chest. Reports have been circulating that David's close friend, Asia Collins, has fled the country.
Asia Collins.
She's popped up posting a picture in Norway. Bit suspicious.
Lexi says, I think LAPD is trying to cover something up. What do you think they're trying to cover up? Something good or something bad? I'm curious. What do you think they're trying to cover up?
If you ask me. They're saying, is that a guilt trip? Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the entire crew, the main three, Asia, Neo, and David, if David's not getting arrested and if he wasn't a suspect to begin with, it wouldn't surprise me. People are saying, is he in Texas? Is he in California? There's been rumored sightings of him. And this is just my opinion.
I haven't seen
I
anything
think they've all
from
fled
him.
the country. And I wouldn't be surprised if he was trying to set up shop in a place where you couldn't be extradited. This says, is that supposed to mean she's not facing any criminal charges and is allowed to leave the country with no problem whatsoever? People are saying, personally, I have a feeling she's not involved at all. This person said, I never really thought she was directly involved in the murder and dismemberment of Celeste, as well as being there helping transporting her remains. But did she never really question why Celeste suddenly disappeared out of David's life?
Something bad,
She didn't know about Celeste being a minor as well. People saying she lied about not knowing about her age. Here's the thing. This is her trying to defend herself, but this is the problem. When you can't stick to a lie forever. If you lie, there becomes layers on layers of lies, and you will never ever be able to remember every single lie. You will eventually be exposed. It says, since some people are being so disrespectful, I do not like this chick. I'm not going to lie. I do not like this chick. I will clarify some things. I did not know
This
the girl
guy's
nor
funny.
her age. May she rest in peace. I've never posted videos with Celeste Rivas, only my friends Vanessa and Celeste Herrera, who are commonly being mistaken as Celeste Rivas. Bit convenient, isn't it? Had the decoy Celeste on deck. I really don't like these people.
I think it's clear from this post that she's acknowledging her presence, right? But the fact that she also responded to that one Instagram message where she, where somebody sent her the missing persons poster and she was acting like she had no idea. I don't know.
Everybody wants to act like TikTok detectives, yet can't tell the difference between person of color. Let's pack it up. So now it's racism. Let's play the race card. Out of line, man. Out of line. In July, Sakura did a live stream with them. I just find it weird that Asia had to go spray some bug spray first before they could go to the Tesla. She, Neo, and David all had these rules about filming around the house and in his Tesla. Maybe it was about drugs, but it's really weird.
We're going to watch that video after, too. So, because I was looking at it earlier and I couldn't see anything where either Sakura or Asia were talking about any kind of bug spray. And when he said that, it really caught my attention because I never remember hearing or seeing that in the video. So we're going to watch that later, and I want to see if we pick it up or not.
They all made sure to keep Celeste Herrera off camera, and Neo was worried about anything leaking while filming in the house and anything leaking while filming in the Tesla. So they were being careful of what they filmed, despite talking about having pills and showing alcohol. It's cold in Norway.
And so just in case you guys didn't know, it was reported a couple days ago on the Reddit threads that Asia Collins is out of the country, and she was in Oslo, Norway, I believe. And she was with this person, this gentleman right here in the photo. I think his name is Trent. I don't know anything about him. I don't know if he's a content creator or what, but I think this person's name is Trent.
Hope Trent remembers to bring a sweater. Is that David's sweater? The same one Celeste wore? Hopefully a lookalike, but what the hell? Apparently it's a different neck. People saying there's no way this is real. What? Neo and now this clown? Says, do I think she personally murdered a child? No. Do I think she knew that Celeste was a literal child? Of course I do. She was his little sidekick and had insights on everything. Of course she was doing it for clout. When you're that close to someone, you know, you see and hear everything. And so she won't be charged with murder, but she will definitely be pressured into an interrogation room. Her fleeing to a different country only complicates things. I do believe that she's guilty by association, and there are some crimes that she can be charged with if she knowingly allowed David to continue with his minor and didn't say anything to the authorities, but this is more or less just a guilty conscience. They're an extradition to the US country. Didn't they say Neo is also out of the country? People saying he's in Japan, but there's no proof. But we'll get to Neo in a minute. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, folks. We'll get to Neo in a minute. Nobody.
Okay, Trapmore Ross has got the scoop on it. Okay, I'm curious. Let's see.
Is safe. All right. I don't know if she's innocent or guilty, but this is not a good look for her. She's already riding the coattails of another
Deladane said
person
that's
with
sketchy
influence
as fuck.
onto the next. Don't let this suck you by into your inner circle. Any famous people, I don't know who this lame blue-haired Destiny wannabe is, but I would be careful. Don't let this this clown show, this demon into your life. All right? Bilateral extradition treaties. Norway, extradition treaty with Norway.
She did.
Extraditable offense. One, murder, including assault.
And I think I have that post.
Manslaughter. Number 6, SUL offenses. Any laws relating to SUL offenses with or upon a minor. Kidnapping, abduction, and false imprisonment. You will be cooked, all right? That dude she's with is someone Neo would flirt with all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if Neo was with them. They're saying, where did you see that? Oh, no. Trent Kim, I swear my pants were just zipped. Dog, wait, am I pulling down your pants right now? This is crazy. Weirdo. Neo is a
that
weirdo,
behavior
bro. This
is
Neo guy is just so is someone Neo would flirt with all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if Neo was with them. They're saying, where did you see that? Oh, no. Trent Kim, I swear my pants were just zipped. Dog, wait, am I pulling down your pants right now? This is crazy. Weirdo. Neo is a weirdo.
Why is he got to be so sus? For reals. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with your preference and all, but I mean, like, if you're not, then, I mean, why are you portraying that?
Weirdo, bro. This Neo guy is just so cooked. He's so cooked. He looks like he's going to enjoy being cooked. He might like jail. He might like jail, okay? David Anthony Burke is disgusting and guilty 1,000,000,000%, but I really think we're doing too much with Asia without knowing if she spoke to police yet. I haven't seen her defend David since they identified the body, but correct me if I'm wrong, of course. I know it's a very unpopular opinion, but it feels like a witch hunt for the wrong person. She deserves heat for knowing he was grooming a child. I'm going to upvote that. All right. Hello. We conveniently forgot how she conveniently lost her phone soon after David got put in the hot seat. She's at a minimum conspirator to cover up crimes. Do not come to my town.
And remember, everybody lost their phone, right? David's phone was stolen and getting dismembered in China.
Right. I just think, I think it's too much She can assume she was traveling to forget about the case, but she feels guilty. Don't know. It's the time for that now.
Adele said she was working for him, right? Yeah, actually, I think she was his assistant at some point, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't really know like 100%. I know she was definitely in a lot of his music videos. So
A little while ago, I did a video. Okay. Actually, no. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Okay, we're gonna get to that in a minute. But look, there have been
I agree. He definitely
unverified
does.
rumors going around that the entire main three, the big three, let's say the terrible three, the despicable three, David, Neo, and Asia have indeed all left the country, right? This was going around a week ago. The main three may be out of the country during a grand jury hearing. People that knew about David and Celeste, his friends. The despicable three, all right? Y'all are cooked. It has come to my attention that David, Asia, and Neo are all currently outside the country, coinciding with the grand jury convening. Does this mean they will be not obligated to return to the country unless they wish to, or will a warrant be issued for them? Justice for Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Guys. I'm sure you'll check. I'm sure you will check out this video because I feel like you guys are all narcissists and you're obsessed with your image. So like anything to do with this, I'm sure you locked in. I'm sure you subbed. Hit that like button while you're there. You guys are cooked, right? Do you know how few countries have extradition treaties with the United States? Like, bro, do you know what countries you're gonna have to go to some gutter countries, okay? So check this out, all right? Non-extradition countries to the US. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm very aware of the countries that don't have extradition to the UK because I've covered rappers in the UK that have caught bodies and gone on the run. But it seems like there might actually be a couple of countries that ain't too bad that they might be able to flee to. But I'm not going to lie, it's a pretty bottom of the barrel. It says sometimes you can hear a person is safe because they're in a country that doesn't have an extradition treaty with the USA. This is a dangerous misconception. The absence of a formal agreement is not a guarantee that extradition is impossible, so you still might get cooked in these countries. In practice, the governments of some countries might make a decision on extradition based on diplomatic agreements, domestic legislation, and even bypassing formal procedures, especially if the charges are related to terrorism, money laundering, or serious crimes. Example, Cambodia or Vietnam have extradition to the US. Despite the absence of agreements with the US, extraditions still occur. In Middle Eastern countries, as Dubai has extradition to the US shows, unconventional legal solutions are also possible. Among the countries where asylum is often sought, places with no extradition to the US are mentioned. Cuba, Ecuador, Montenegro, or Colombia have extradition to the US. Each of them require a separate analysis. Therefore, it's important to not only know that where there is no treaty, but also correctly assess the legal system and political situation. These are the countries that don't have official extradition treaties to the US. Cambodia. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard some stuff about Cambodia. David might like it in Cambodia. I've heard some fuck shit about Cambodia. He might love it there.
Jeez.
Vietnam, Laos, or whatever. Nepal, Iran.
So what does it say? Among the countries where asylum is often sought, places with no extradition to the U.S. are mentioned, such as Cuba, Ecuador, Montenegro, or Colombia have extradition to the U.S. Each of them requires separate analysis. Okay.
Syria ain't the one right now. Lebanon, Yemen. My guy gonna go to the war zone, bro. Eritrea, Chad, Somalia. I know a lot of rappers be fleeing to Somalia after they catch bodies. Zimbabwe, Belarus, Montenegro, Bosnia, Herzegovina. I ain't even heard of this one. Where's this? What? I don't even know. If David makes it over there, then he's going to be good. All right. Venezuela, Bolivia, Ecuador,
Darcy said it's not clear whether Asia was paid by Interscope or paid out of David's personal production team. I think she was probably on David's payroll, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Micronesia, Tonga, Cuba, Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis. All right. This ain't a great lineup. This is not a good lineup of countries, okay? But if he makes it to one of those, he could be good. But anyway, people are saying that these main three are out of the country, okay? Asia's the only one who's publicly posted about being abroad, nor the PDF, nor Neo, all right? David have, Neo, nor the pedo David Burke have been confirmed anything I've seen. Posting a credible source saying how the other two had left would take this post from speculative to fact. David too, question mark? Remember, he's a free man, so he can travel anywhere he wants to go if he's not really a suspect. What's the source for David being out the country? It is, trust me, bro. The first time when he leaked that Rush song, it said he was in Australia or something, then he quickly deleted it. I think, this is just my opinion, but I think it's likely. Now, I'm pretty sure the UAE, people will be posting the UAE, but I'm pretty sure Like, if they're American citizens born and raised and they're just out the country on passports, they'll have to return. If they're subpoenaed to court for the trial, then they'll have to show up or a warrant will be issued for their arrest. They'll never be able to return to America because the system will flag them on return and they'll be arrested on site. We have extradition rights with every country, I believe, except for a few, which include... I'm not sure this is true, though, because I see this Google, but Google kind of sucks with the AI. I mean, according to Wikipedia, some of these are true. Like, it's hard to believe, but it's like they really don't have one with China. That wasn't on the last list. Russia... I'd rather be in an American jail than hiding out in Russia, to be honest. Taiwan.
Yeah, I don't know if I really believe that David's out of the country. I mean, for Asia, yeah, obviously she's out of the country. Neo, obviously he's not on social media, so I don't know if he's gonna post anything. But Trevor Ross says that he's got the scoop, so I'm curious to see where he's at.
Ukraine, Vietnam, like you can go to war zones or unfriendly countries, but I still feel like you know, these are countries with U.S. extradition treaties and they've refused to extradite. And these are a bunch of, like, some of these countries are ones that we've seen on the last page. But ain't no good countries. Like, I guess David could go to China. Like, that could run. All these countries on the list, they're saying that he could go to any of these. Realistically, Saudi, probably one of the best.
If he's anywhere other than the U.S. or not even in Texas, I think he's probably in Australia, right? Isn't that where he was supposed to have his next tour at?
UAE, Qatar, Saudi are probably the countries you'd want to go to the most. It says if a person isn't in any of these few places in his big ass world, then they have to come back and they will eventually be brought back. Damn near everyone who's tried to duck the extradition in another country always gets caught and returned. Only person off the top of my head who beat the US justice system was never extradited was Tupac's aunt. Look into her story. Even the government and the people on her island looked after her. All right. What's to say Asia is posting in real time? For a grand jury, you have to testify if subpoenaed. You'll be charged with contempt if you don't. How are you so sure Neo's out the country? You should know you're in a group chat with SF. Historical big. There are allegations that he might be in Japan, but there isn't much public info coming. And an investigation serious enough to force him to stay here. Either way, you'd probably know better than we would being in contact with Stephen Fisher, whether he's actually in the country. Why are they saying this guy knows SF? Every one of them pretty much went silent. The other two in the picture pretty much are irrelevant. Asia is confirmed to be out the country. All of them are streamers except David. Without him, there's no money being made because they're not streaming right now. This is so interesting that when they announced the grand jury, Asia left the country. If you're innocent, why leave? She could have possibly already spoke to them. By the time they announced the grand jury, the article said it had already been spoken with witnesses. I doubt the news was saying they can convene the grand jury to compel specific witnesses to testify in video evidence. I would guess that would be her, or at least she's the biggest victim of poor timing ever to happen in someone's life. Okay. They are all allowed to leave the country. Also, it's work. It looks like leisure to us, but technically, this is what they do for work, travel, party, and stream. As of right now, if they were asked to come in for questioning, legally, they can deny. The whole point of a grand jury is to show the evidence to get subpoenaed.
Sorry, really quick. Adele said, Asia seems to be off partying. Like, what the F? I mean, to me, that's kind of like a sign of confidence, right? I honestly don't think that she's fleeing. I think that she's probably out of the country for work, right? Maybe work. I don't know. She is a streamer, right? So obviously what she does is travel. She's probably modeling. But yeah, I don't know. I find it like really hard to just believe that if she was really guilty in the physical aspect of the unaliving of Celeste, that she would be out of the country and active on social media. I feel like she's the only one out of the three, right? David, Neo, and Asia, that are active on social media. And that says a lot. At least to me, it does.
The power. Once the grand jury comes to a decision, they can then subpoena them to come back to the US for questioning. And if they don't follow, they can go to jail, aka warrant for their arrest and ignoring the subpoena. There's a possibility some of them have worked with the investigators already, so they might call them back for cross interviews. There's for their previous testimonies, 1 for to be under oath, 2 for cross-examination. Make sure their story matches previous testimony and find any missteps. Doesn't mean much that they're out the country, doesn't automatically mean guilt if investigators might not even ask for further questioning if they truly have nothing to give. Now, David is for sure in the United States. He has no business going anywhere. He wouldn't be able to go outside without people taking a pic. It would be a frenzy. He's probably at some random property or with family, just waiting it out. Technically, he can be, but there's no point. The reason he's not working with investigators is via his lawyer. They want to know how much the investigators know so they can build their defense. They're telling him to be silent and wait. Investigators are definitely keeping an eye out for him, though. Now, according to some...
Wait, your king said also Neo and David have been active. It's just under a different name. What is it? I want to know. I want to know.
David is still in the country, okay, and is most likely following his lawyer's strict advice, lockdown, staying at home. He's rocking out like it's 2020, okay? It says, where is David? Why is there no real info, real or fake, as to where David is now? Is he laying low with his family in Texas? Is he crashing with his entourage in LA? Or is managers hiding him somewhere? Is he in witness protection? I don't expect the police to release his whereabouts, but I'm just surprised that online detectives are posting all these in-depth theories and doing deep dives into anything anyone related and posting it online. But how has he not been spotted at 7-Eleven? Better yet, why isn't there info that he's staying with someone's cousin, stepmom, nephew's girlfriend, baby daddy's sister, best friend's house? People have a lot to say about this story, but no one's seen this kid since his tour got cancelled. I want to clarify, I'm not literally asking where David is. I'm just curious why no one's talking about it when they're talking about every other aspect of the case. Big, small, true or false, crazy, or illogical. And this guy says, my guess, he's got Blair Burke, top-notch PR and damage control lawyer, hence why we've not heard anything from him.
And the whole damage control thing that, we talked about that in the previous live too. And that PR control, damage control happened really, really early on. And personally, I believe, right, because I'm entitled to my own opinion, I believe that damage control started the moment that TMZ got that anonymous tip of who it might be.
She made him go.
Because that part seems really fishy to me, right? How is TMZ always the first to report on things, right? And they anonymously received a tip about who this person might be in the front of the Tesla.
To some sort of mental wellness program or rehab for future PR to get off that mentally fragile, not some crazy killer. For sure, leave LA, maybe not California. He's still under investigation, it seems. Go to a secluded Airbnb or rental so you can never be spotted. Don't stay with a parent or girlfriend or boyfriend. Maybe go to some private place owned by a close confidant and make them sign NDAs. That's why the bet is the family's other home, which is the one with the shed. She commonly does a whole little starvation phase for her clients for the first 6 months, like absolutely MIA, so she can make the public move on. The more time goes on, the less people are focusing on the case.
I mean, I don't totally agree with that, right? She commonly does a whole little starvation phase for her clients for the first 6 months, like absolutely MIA, so she can make the public move on. I don't think that's going to happen, right? I feel like just the more and more that it just kind of goes silent, the more and more that people are just going to start speculating on the internet like they've been doing.
But I guess we will see it when it all comes in court. People saying this is amazing insight on the lawyer and her tactics. Thank you for the comment. Sounds like you've got some experience. Okay. I don't have a connection with her, but yes, I've heard of her before this case and I've done additional research on her. I'm pretty aware of most of the top sought out lawyers that celebrities seek because I'm astonished how much corruption can be seen in the justice system with a lawyer like that. It's crazy. I think it's possible he fled as a suspect. He would have been taken in by police for questioning and they've said nothing other than claiming he's not been cooperating. Wouldn't be surprised if we ended up with a blind laundry ending, aka suspect does a big SAD. Okay, unfortunately, I felt this since the very beginning. I really hope the name of justice, I'm 100% wrong, or eventually the truth does come out. Okay, now, just so you know, okay, people are wondering, Neo probably has fled the country too, all right? People saying, has police questioned Neo? He knows it all. He was there for everything. Look at his little pouty face, man. Cooked, basted, all right, ready, just let's... You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry. I'm ready for food, man. It's time to cook. This guy Neo is in a bunch of David's stories as well as on his own, which he recently deleted them all. Anyone have info on this weirdo? Okay. Saying disclaimer, there's no evidence Neo is involved in any of the crimes discussed in this sub. He just knew David. That's facts, but he is a weirdo. Benson Stabler would have had David's ass locked up last week. What's the hold up? All right. If we knew the information, it would have been reported by major news outlets. Now... Obviously, I touched on it in a previous video that maybe David was in a relationship with Neo. This particular picture was mad sus. Just that hand. That hand's doing too much. That hand's doing way too much. Now, the theory that David and Neo might have been in a relationship is gaining more traction, okay? And the music video for One More Dance People are saying that it laid out the plan. The actors played David and Neo. I think the video for One More Dance is how he intended for things to go. It seemed like David killed Celeste on the road trip and intended on burying her while out
They
there.
could, Yuki.
But something happened and
They
he had to bring
could.
her back in the trunk. Maybe that's why they were far outside LA at the cheap motel in that odd video on IG. In this video for One More Dance, I believe the female character is actually playing David. I say this because of the facial piercings that are so much like his. Also, her personality and emotes are similar to his. The male character is Neo. They have a very similar face shape, and of course the blindfolded Itami character is the presence that encourages them to commit the act. Edit. Someone commented that this motel is in New Mexico, so it could just be the post he made on tour, or he decided to drive from LA to Houston one day. The little goat in the video tied with a red string, my heart sank when I saw that scene because A, imagine David requested the goat to depict something much more cruel and sadistic and gruesome than video creators would allow in the final cut. Typical satanic cult sacrifice trope because D4 has zero imagination. And B, the goat represents the innocent, defenseless, vulnerable Celeste as the prey being teased and taunted by the predators David and his accomplice Asia or Neo, with reference to the red string theory being used as a leash to restrain and manipulate. David said in his Zach Sang interview that he just discovered the string could be broken, which is why I think he killed Celeste around or just before April 2025.
There's a lot of debate if Celeste was unalived in the springtime of 2025, whether that was March, April, May. There's still some people that believe that she was unalived in early January, and I fall into that category as well. I don't know. I just feel like there's just way too much, especially with this song, the One More Dance song, and the whole video. I don't know. I feel like April was just way too late because when was his album supposed to come out? Wither was supposed to come out like April 25th, right? I just feel like that was just too late for her to be unalived, and then, you know, for him to put this video together, I don't know, just something to me just doesn't add up with the springtime. Maybe that's where she was potentially dismembered, right? I believe that she was dismembered in April when they took that trip to Santa Barbara, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Obviously, LAPD nor the medical examiner are releasing any info, so
buried with David at the end was oddly prescient. Okay. People saying they're reaching. But according to the theory...
Oh, look, that's me right there. Ah, cool.
All right, the video is indeed a weird depiction of David. They're saying the man is Neo and the woman is Celeste, and that's what's going on, so let's see. So he's burying himself, and then it's the man and the woman. The woman looks oddly like Celeste.
All right, just FYI, this video is probably going to get copyrighted because he's playing this. I know the last time I put it in one of my videos on mute, it was definitely copywritten.
Like, bruh, what are
Play
you doing?
some music in the background.
Driving around in a car. Is that someone in a trunk? Don't tell me that's... I didn't even notice that. It's like, that looks like someone in a trunk. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, bro? Don't tell me that's a truck, bruh. Even just this, like this I kind of overlooked this, but it's like, bro, like, we really doing this? We really putting bodies in the trunk? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. When was this? February. I'm done, man. I'm done. I'm actually over it. This was February the 6th, 2025. I've seen this video before, but I just didn't fully grasp, like, we putting a body in a trunk? We putting body in the trunk. I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of this, man. LAPD needs to just get, bro, needs to just get busy. Body in the trunk, like, bro, really? I'm done. I'm actually done. Look, I'm going to wrap it up there. This actually just makes me angry. When is it going to end, bro? Really? Like, we really doing body in the trunk and they driving around, and then this is a shot of this is the person in just David pretending to be Celeste in the trunk, but alive. And they spin in the car doing donuts. And then they took the body out and now they burying it. Where's this? Don't tell me this is that spot that was 2 hours north of LA. And now
Santa
they're slow
Barbara?
dancing. Is this, you telling
I
me
don't
this
know.
David and Neo? Bruh, this slayed me, man.
Could be Santa Barbara. Could be what was that trail that they discovered the other day? The one in Altadena.
Man,
Could
what
be
the
that one.
fuck? The heavier the weight after watching you grow, bro. Don't slam the
Doesn't that look like Neo? You can't tell me that that is a depiction of Neo.
trunk on the camera and then cut to the Celeste lookalike, bro. Look at that.
If I'm not mistaken, that video was made. I think it was that video shoot that SF Investigates posted one of those photos. When he posted those 4 photos, I think one of those photos was the actual video shoot. Not sure. Not entirely sure. Somebody correct me on that. Somebody fact check me.
Just stop it, man. Just all right. Anyway, look, that's the video. All right. I feel like personally, in my opinion, these fools fled the country. They know exactly what they did. They know they're in deep shit. That's just my personal opinion. Okay. And it's all over the news, bruh. I'm tired of this one, man. I'll see you guys.
So yeah, that proof of life that SF Investigates claims took place on January 2nd, he did confirm on another channel that that photo was taken in the Los Angeles National Forest. So that and that was what, January 2nd? And that's the last proof of life in the Los Angeles National Forest? Come on now. Something sounds sus.
Next video, man. This is fucked.
Oh, all right. That's over. So I want to go back to this video right over here. This is the 4th of July stream that took place. It's a 6-minute video. They're in, I think this is the mansion. They're about to go to a phase party. There's Neo the Asian. We've got D4VD. Right, we got David. We got Sakura. We have Asia. And then in the background, we have Celeste Herrera. Earlier in the video, Tremor Ross was talking about how Asia and Sakura were making comments about needing bug spray to go to the car. I don't know if that's towards the end or in the beginning. So we'll watch that, and I want you guys to see if you guys pick up on it, because I didn't.
Did you guys know that me and David are actually related?
It's twerking. Oh.
Yeah.
Me and Asia go to like the same family functions, like we go on road trips, like she's in the backseat type. Low key,
Backseat.
I'll be there too, bro. So I'm driving. You're driving? You listening to talk. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see you were driving too. I was like, there's no driving there.
Put it on you. Are you done?
Yeah.
He was a fairy. Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks. Fairy.
I have to take one piss before we leave.
Yeah.
Is that David? No. No.
Who's that?
Let me know when I call her over.
What
was that reaction?
No.
Let me go over. Oh, dude, it's so tragic.
I want you to go under like an alias and make a whole different like genre of music to see if you can blow up again.
I'll be a rapper. Freaking.
Your rapper name? Big D. Big D's good. That's what I say.
What did she say? The rapper name would be Big D?
Do you like it or not?
You.
You like it or not?
Big D's good. That's what I say.
Big D's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like it or not?
You.
You like it or not? Why is Keanu Reeves singing?
Yes.
And here we have David, obviously not of the legal age of drinking, with bottles of alcohol in his hand.
Yo, Keanu Reeves, you? I guess you said your beard. I can't. Well, I can try. You know, oil farming low key? Am I? I got water. Got a lot of water. That's not water. Got a lot of water. So much water. That's not. That's water. We fill it with water. Fill it up with water.
Okay.
So weird.
Those are mine. Those are mine. No, wait, so that's. You know when the flavors up?
And that was Celeste Herrera that they were telling to get out of frame. which is weird. Like, why didn't they want her in the camera?
No, wait, so that's... You know what the liquid's up? That's water, guys. It's water. What is this?
Magical. Can you put that in the bag?
You got drugs? Oh, wait, let me empty out my pills from here. Can you put this in the bag too? Well, you don't mind. I have a lot of pills. Can you put...
How does nails cram in the bag?
Fuck you, bro. I'm
What
gonna
she
your
say?
pack.
Neo's carrying the bag?
Can you put...
How does nails cram in the bag?
Fuck you, bro. I'm gonna keep your packing it, bro. Go fuck yourself. I don't even get paid, guys. I'm not even getting paid for this bullshit, bro. Fuck this, bro. Fuck all y'all, dead ass.
Oh. Now, do we make up? Yeah.
Baby, sweetie. Oh yeah,
Paid in exposure?
I apologize in
Okay.
advance for the way my bathroom smelled. I took a shit in there like 2 hours ago.
I don't care. I just took it.
Bathroom smelled. I took a shit in there like 2
He
hours
said his
ago.
bathroom smells. He took a shit in there like 2 hours ago, right? Why'd your bathroom smell 2 hours later? Don't make sense.
I took a shit in there like 2 hours ago.
I don't care. I just took a shit in there.
Another one? Type shit. That's not 2 hours ago.
I don't care. I just took a shit in there.
Another one? Type
Another
shit.
one?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yo, I had to go.
Wait, hold on. Does Neo make any faces when he talks about the bathroom smelling?
Oh yeah,
Paid in
I
exposure?
apologize in advance for the way my bathroom smelled. I took a shit in there like 2 hours ago.
That look he's giving David, like, shut up, don't slip.
I don't care. I just took a shit in there.
Another one? Type shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Look at that look. Like, fool, you're gonna give it all away.
Yo, I had to go.
Look at that look. He's just as confused. Guilty.
You're still not dressed, Guapo says. Guys, we're about to leave soon.
Everybody is dressed.
We're all chilling, bro. We gotta go.
There's no light.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Yeah, ready to go?
Asia slaying with that belly button ring. Hey!
Hey, one funny ways.
Are you just
one
looking
more
at
ways.
Unfortunately, it did get infected.
The problem with that?
Yeah, he just gave David that weird look, huh?
Belly button watcher?
Probably.
He's a belly button watcher. That's crazy.
We're so glad that you healed up, though.
You might need to put it on once we get there. Like maybe ask Jason because I thought
How far is the face?
maybe.
house?
Oh wait, what? I think
Not
you just
too
need to
far.
plug it in first.
No, come in. You gotta show your face. You gotta show your face. You gotta show your face.
That's Celeste
Is
Herrera.
this too much? Is that, okay, you saw Glitz. Is that too much for a face party? 4th of July like that?
Never too much. Never too much. See my stuff. Never too much. Never too much. See ya.
What did they say? What did they say?
They said no.
No.
Okay, thank you guys.
Never too much. I'm about to pop my titties too. Swamp is on. Once we get there, I'm pop my titties.
Okay, I mean, promise,
But a bitch ain't one.
Oh, that said you fine. Oh.
That's my dad's favorite song.
For free? David will do a lot for free.
I do a
bro.
lot for free too.
Why are you grabbing my shoulders when you say that?
I do a lot for free.
What?
You want me to do?
What is it?
Looking sexy?
Oh. I mean, hey, we should bring that girl from last night. Yo.
Cool.
Hot, bro. I gotta either shave again or let the goatee grow back out because I'm looking kind of crazy right now, son.
When did David go through this transformation where he colored his hair, where he dyed his hair light brown? Who knows when he did that? When did he go through that transformation? I'm curious, right? Another thing that I thought of too is, you know, I think if you color your hair, that kind of like ruins the ability to trace back like DNA and like drug testing, especially if they do like hair samples.
I don't like the way I look right now. I look crazy. Oh,
Now before
because I'm looking kind of crazy right now.
before
son.
people were thinking that let's see.
Shave again, or let the goatee grow back up.
A lot of people were thinking that there was a scar or a scratch on his
I'm
neck,
looking kind of crazy right now, son.
but it looks like it's just an American flag
I don't like the way I
bow
look right now.
right there, right here in this area. Somebody had mentioned before that it was like a Band-Aid, but looking at it now, it doesn't look like a Band-Aid. It just looks like an American flag bow
I look crazy.
right there. So yeah, that's clearly an American flag. But I'm curious, is he covering something up? Who knows?
Oh! Sorry. I
He
look
just
crazy.
showed Celeste on camera. Okay, that's Celeste Herrera. She's got the Hello Kitty tattoo on her arm. And it's weird, right, that she's also got a Hello Kitty tattoo. What is he doing?
Oh! Sorry.
Excuse me.
Look at that sexy boy right there.
Look at that sexy
Look
dude
at
right
that sexy,
here.
look at that sexy man right there.
Twin him, bro.
Sexy man right there.
I'm David's one and only Asian, bro. No one else, just me and David. I'm the only Asian for him.
All right.
The Cardi boys outside.
Oh, you squished my.
Oh, we're okay. We're okay.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Anybody want a PS5? You want a PS5? Want secure screen? We give away a PS5. Anybody want a PS5?
All right, so I guess this is the part where they're saying that, you know, they're talking about like things leaking and stuff. So pay attention here, you guys.
Give away PS5 on secure screen.
It's mine.
So all you gotta do is
I'm gonna
like,
need your
follow,
help
subscribe.
to find
Subs
it.
3 months to give 25 subs, you get a PS5.
Guys, look at let's peep this candle right here. Look at this fucking candle, bro. Look at this fucking what.
It's really weird that there's just a random candle just burning. I don't know if it's one of those scent candles to kind of help, you know, make a smell dissipate. But yeah, just random that a candle's burning.
What are we doing, bro? Hold up. Can I flip the screen here? Is there anything leaking? Okay.
That comment for some reason just doesn't sit well with me. Is there anything leaking? What is he talking about?
What are we doing, bro?
You guys think that there's a hidden meaning behind that that leaking comment that he just mentioned?
Hold up. Can I flip the screen here? Is there anything leaking? Okay.
Is there anything leaking?
Just don't dox me though.
I'm doxing you. Where the address is 420 Street.
Whoa!
69420 Street. Apartment number 6969.
Are you ready?
Are you looking the address?
I mean.
And when we get in the car, just cover the camera though. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't saying she a gold digger.
I ain't saying shit.
You good?
What did David
When we
say?
get in the car, just cover the camera though.
I mean.
And when we get in the car, just cover the camera though. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we get into the car, just cover the camera until.
You good? Yeah, of course.
You think it's gonna get stolen again?
Probably.
Be careful.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys think that there's some hidden meaning? Let me see what. Let me catch up on the comments. Dang, you guys are too fast. Darcy, are they in their 20s? They are so pathetic. Adele, yeah, I believe David's 20. Neo, I believe, is 22. Celeste Herrera is 23. Asia Collins is probably 22 as well. 23, right around that same age. I have no idea how old Sakura is. But yeah, they're definitely in their early 20s. They are slobs, not neat freaks, and we don't know if David's team had housekeepers. Yeah, that's that I don't. They definitely didn't have any housekeepers. Look how crazy that house was, right? What was that? Oops, about? It's about a whole lot of dark stuff, I'm assuming. Why would it matter if she's on camera? That's a good question, right? All these kids dress alike. Neo, the only Asian for him. Candle is definitely scented. Is that like one of those Target candles? They are so intoxicated that he rats himself out. Can you play that again? Which part, Adele? The candle part?
Let's peep this candle right here. Look at this fucking candle, bro.
And it would be a pink candle, right? Or I think it's white, but
Look at this.
obviously the
fucking,
little
what
little
are we
glass is
doing,
pink.
bro?
But it is random that there's a random candle burning.
Hold up. Can I flip the screen here? Is there anything leaking? Okay.
Maybe he's talking
I'm
about
doxing
cars
you.
outside or
Where
something.
the
that can
address
dox
is
them.
420 Street.
Whoa!
69 420 Street.
Your king said the smell came from somewhere.
6969.
Is there anything leaking?
Are you looking at address?
I mean.
Yeah, when we get in the car, just cover the camera until we
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't saying shit. Go
No
there.
way. I don't believe it, your king. 22?
Bro, yeah, of course.
You think it's gonna install it again?
Probably.
Bring the boo-boo. I mean, so obviously we know LAPD hasn't come out and confirmed that there was a romantic relationship. However, there's a lot of circumstantial evidence that points to there being a relationship. And I was just really curious. And I remember a couple of days ago on Reddit that there was a post that went up, and I think it's gone now, about an ex-girlfriend by the name of Kiera. And so I just kind of went back digging into the Reddits and kind of just looking back at it. And let me see. Let me see if I have this photo. Where is this photo? Let me see. Is it this one? No, hold on. Let me find it. Let me see. I'm looking. No. Want to open it here. Open with photos. Okay, let me see. Nope. Where is it? I think I'm going to have to just add it again. Image. And then, hold on, you guys. I got it. I'm almost there. Let's see. Okay, here it is. You guys remember this photo, right? So I don't know the backstory on this. I just remember that there was a photo that came out and said that this person may potentially be a minor. Not sure. It's not confirmed, right? But this was something that was floating around on the Reddits. This is a photo of David and another person, right? And then a couple of weeks ago, there was another post, and let me see. There was a post that came out that I saw, and it said this. This is from a person named Kiera Hollander. It said, prayers to her family. I used to be close friends with David, and we quote unquote dated when I was 16 and he was 18. We've seen each other in real life 2 times max. And there is so much more, but he introduced me to religion and whatnot, so I'm so shaken up by the fact that he could have done this. I remember a Celeste and have a picture of them together. That's what I've seen in the past. And some people in other videos, other creators are saying that this person that tweeted, right, is potentially this person right over here, right? I did a little bit of digging, and I was able to find out that this is an actual real person. And if we still want to question and debate if there's any kind of relation between David and her, there is a screenshot here of David following her, right? So David does follow. I don't know about now, right? But at the time of this screenshot, and the time is not current. That's the time that I actually took the screenshot. But at the time of whoever took this screenshot, it said, or it showed that David was following this person, right? And I don't know. I went and looked, and this person's profile is still up and running, and this is that person. So obviously, I don't know how old she is now. She said that she was dating David when he was 18 and she was 16. So I'm assuming 2 years later, she's 18, he's 20. I'm assuming that she's probably 18 now. And so this is probably about like 2 years ago, right? Let me catch up on this chat really quick. All right, you're king. You're dropping a lot of info. So yeah, I want you to send me those receipts because that's a huge claim, especially if he's really 22. That'd be crazy. Yeah, I think David is 21 or something. So you're saying that he's not 20 currently. So whatever the age is not correct. David's real birthday is March 28th, 2003. So not 2005. Ah. That's weird. What purpose do they have covering up a scent if Celeste is alive in the video? It's not Celeste Rivas, Dubs. It's Celeste Herrera that's alive in that video. This was on 4th of July of 2025, so we're all under the assumption that bless you, buddy. We're under the assumption that Celeste is no longer around, right? All right, your king. Send it over. The 4 from the rock is the 4 in his name. Yep. Oh, is it? Like that style. Hold on one second, you guys. Dog's calling. 1 second. Hold on. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, sorry, y'all. Somebody wanted to join the stream and be a part of it. Just wouldn't leave me alone until I brought him up. Do me a favor, if you guys haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. All it does is help me with the algorithm. That's all I want you guys to do. Just hit the like button. You can share it, send it to somebody you know. Let's see, your king, 4 different characters, 4 different personalities, early 20s entitled, much cash, substances equals doing a lot of stupid stuff. I agree. Deladeng said, from what I've seen in the Discord, his own fans had theorized that Itami killed David's girlfriend and then became David. They think that they are trying to decipher an anime series, but it's actually real life. Interesting. And I wouldn't put it past them because, he has that obsession with anime and manga. They seem so dumb, early 20s. They are like kids. I had come up with these theories months before the body was found. There's a specific section for lore theories. Deladeng said, Flo, that girl and Celeste were on the same chat thread at the same time. Where is it? So apparently, this is a Reddit post. Hold on one second. Let me bring Yoshi down. So apparently this was a Reddit thread that Kira had posted some time ago. It says that this is David's Telegram contact list with Kiera's recent shared information suggesting that the future wifey contact could possibly be Celeste after all. And so here you can see in this photo right here, it does show that Asia was last seen on 413. future wifey, who they are assuming may potentially be Celeste. She was last seen on 417. And it says March 29, 2024, future wifey joined Telegram. Now, I've never really used Telegram, so I have no idea how these last seen dates work. Davion is supposed to be D4VD's like childhood best friend. And then Rob Mogul obviously is the manager. Bella from Mogul Vision, don't know who that is. Josh Marshall is the other manager. So you can see like their last seen recently. I'm assuming that means within the last 24 hours. But yeah, future wifey highlighted right here in the yellow box says 4/17/25. Hold on, I just lost the chat. He was 18, so was with Celeste then too? No, I don't think so, Flo, because the girl said that D4VD acted like he didn't know her when her dad took her to the concert. Was that Kiara? Was that the one that said my dad brought me to the show and then you pretended not to know who I was? You ignored me and whatnot? That was her, right? And then David made that whole entire song where he used the first letter of, or the letters of her name to start like the bars of each verse. Yes, Adele, their frontal lobes. The frontal lobes are not fully developed. In fact, they've been stunted by substance abuse, in my opinion. Della Dang said, wow. But it does kind of look like her, though. But she said that she acted so weird when they met for the first time, like he didn't know her, that even her dad was. What's up, buddy? Dilla Dang said because her dad had taken her to the concert and she gave him some art. Ah, that's right. Hold on. I think it's this post right here. It's Kira says, do you have a mailing box? I want to send you some artwork that I DM'd you before. David said, oh yeah, DM me on Instagram. So this was back in 2022, right? She responded by saying, okay, I will. Celeste had already been chatting with David on there privately. Celeste had already been chatting with David on there privately in 2021. The Discord server wasn't publicly available until September 7th, 2022. So a couple days before that, on August 19th, 2022, David said, who knows how to make Discord servers, bruh? I want to do a romantic homicide watch party. Then September 7th, he created the actual Discord. I don't know who Zay is, but September 7th, right? Of course, September 7th, 2022, which would be Celeste's birthday, the Discord was created. Very odd why he chooses this date for everything, right? And then it shows here, David, mutual server. He's been a member since 2018. You can't have this. You can't have this. You can't have this. Celeste then joined the server in October. The Hi David Bark thing happened when Kiara was literally in the chat. So David said, is Celeste in here? Celeste said, hi David Bark. Celeste responded on 10/23/2022 at 11:14 p.m. that she just joined. Kiara said, am I the only one that can hear the call? Kiara said, what? Celeste said, how can I verify? And then Kiara said, do you guys want to hear a song? Kiara even became a mod of David's Discord chat that same day on 10/23/2022. Kiara said, oh, I'm a mod now. Kiara also said that she remembered David having that Spotify playlist with Celeste, but we now know that wasn't the first time or only place that she saw her name. So this was a Reddit post. This immediately, okay, it's cut off, but it says this immediately because I felt that I have too much information out. My brain was still processing the fact that I recognized her name and seemingly face from a Spotify user, Celeste3. He used to follow. I want to be okay. Below, I will attach screenshots. This is not to be used for speculation, but rather to help organized timelines, etc. I do not think investigators will want information from me. It is pretty lackluster considering I was not close with him while he was allegedly close with Celeste. Not knowing the full extent of DNC's friendship is one thing, but how could Kiara recall Celeste being on Spotify but not Discord prior to her and David dating? If they knew each other. Are these just all? Let's see. I was on the notes from a wrist demo, and the first record is like 2022. But I swear him and Celeste, if they knew each other, only got close end of 2023, because why wouldn't she be in the DMs? The undeniable proof of him knowing Celeste is all on the subreddit, but there's a lot of Discord messages from 2022 of her in the server. Late in 2023, he had a song called Celeste. We know for sure that she stayed with him during 2024. There's a lot of songs with her voice on it, which can be found on here. TikTok was full of pictures of him, and she was found in pictures at his shows. She was also on his Twitch stream January 2024. Let's see. I don't know. I think this is just another continuation of what she stated. Let me catch up with this chat real quick. Della Dang said, but it kind of is lookalike. Kind of looks like her, but she had said that she acted weird when they met for the first time, like he didn't know her, even when her dad was tripping. So we're talking about Kira, because her dad had taken her to the concert. She gave him some art that she made for him, but he acted like he didn't know who she was when they'd been in a relationship, supposedly. Why were they trying to keep Celeste off camera? It's a great question. I asked myself the same thing. Kiara Hollander is 20. Okay. I thought she was 18. And then they said that they dated when she was 16, he was 18. Born January 2005. Jesus Lord, where are you coming up with all this information, you're king? All right, you guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta feed this buddy. I gotta feed my buddy. He's going crazy right now. I'll be right back, you guys. 1 second. Hang out, you guys. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. My bad. My bad. Yoshi wanted some water. Why were they trying to keep her off camera? Not sure. Because they wanted to make it seem like she was trying to hide. To make us believe that it was never really the little Celeste. Let's see. All right, let me see. Kiera was in the chat the day Celeste joined the Discord. I think that's when they were last on the app for the Telegram. Okay. September 7th. Yeah, crazy, huh? The law doesn't like coincidences. Kiera knew something was up. Well, I mean, you know, if she was the same, if she was groomed the same way, allegedly, right? All right, give me 1 second. Let me check my emails real quick. Oh God. If this is true, and he's a lot older than he says he is, oh, that's even worse. All right, so I'm just taking a look at a photo of I don't know what this is from, but basically it basically says that David was born in 2003, not 2005. So if that's the case, that would currently make him 22. That would just make it even worse. Obviously, I can't confirm, or I can't verify the information that I have in front of me, but this was just sent to me right now. That is some weird stuff. Let me ask you guys, do you guys think that it's really possible for David to be a lot older than we think he is? Because if this is the case, David is not 20. David is 22. That's some weird stuff. That is really weird. Oh shit. We need to watch our backs now? Alright, y'all. It was nice knowing y'all. Well, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, right? Knowing what his family's up to. If that's the case, yeah, they're it's a little sketch if you ask me. It's a little sketchy. That's really weird, you guys. Don't even play, Della Dank. No, ain't nobody knocking on this door. Nope. Nope. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, what I was just sent right now, it basically says that David is not 20. It says that David is 22. And it even says that Kiera is 20. So, obviously, this is not something that I can confirm. I don't know, I don't even think this Kiera girl's from Texas. I think she's from Las Vegas, unless she moved there, if I'm not mistaken. And the reason why I say that, I'll bring that up right now. Actually, I don't have it. But in her profile, she has a lot of photos taken in Vegas throughout like different days, all throughout the year. So, allegedly. That's weird though. I don't know. He acts younger, not older. You know what? I know a lot of older people who don't act their age. So it is weird. How old is David Anthony Burke? Find out next time on no more freedom of speech and We are not worried. Oh no, don't send me that. Don't send me that you're king. I don't want to know. Especially if that's true. Nah. That's gonna be crazy. What else? Hold on. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? What else did you guys send me? Some photos of... I think I have some of those photos already. Let me see. No, that's pretty much it. That's all that I have for today, you guys. Let's see. Let me catch up on the chat. 22, but I always say allegedly. Teledank said they need to watch their backs because God don't like ugly. Agree. Adele and I say in my opinion. No, don't send me that stuff. You're crazy. You're king. Teledank said no more freedom of speech and we are not worried. Where is this country heading to? Great question. I don't even know. It's all pure speculation based on public digital posts. Yep. Even if justice is not served on earth, it will be in heaven, and they will have to be judged for what they did. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it, you guys. I just wanted to touch on that really quick with you guys, and see what you guys think. I don't know. I thought the age of this person was confirmed, but you know, something that I was sent tells me otherwise. Something also tells me David may not be 20 years old. He may be 22. I don't know, you guys. What do you guys think? Type a 1 in the chat if there's a possibility on Earth that David is not the age that we think that he is. Type a 2 if the guy's 20 years old. He's going to be 21 in March. Let me know what you guys think. All right, you guys, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Ah, damn. I missed it. All right, you guys, take care. Peace.